Hey everybody, today I'm going to review one of the movies that Theforceq requested that I watch, The Goonies, which is a classic 80s movie. Now before I get started, I don't have any shout outs, so I'm just going to pay my condolences. A recent tragedy happened in my family. My grandmother on my father's side passed away on Thursday, and I'm just going to pay my condolences, so rest in peace, Granmom, wherever you are in heaven. Gave us some good times. Okay, now back to a more happier side. Like I said, The Goonies is basically a 1985 movie that was actually produced by Steven Spielberg, who, as you may know, he's a brilliant director. Of course, he directed E.T., Jaws, many movies, but he's also known for producing a lot of movies. He produced Twister, Transformers, Disturbia, what was that one he produced? Men in Black. He produced the Men in Black movies. Of course, Gremlins, Poltergeist. Just tons of movies he produced. He's a really good filmmaker. And the movie in itself is basically about a group of friends who, one of the friends, and the main friend is Mikey, played by Sean Astin. Their home is going to be foreclosed, and so he has a older brother played by Josh Brolin, who, as you may know, he also went on to be in No Country for Old Men. But anyway, they're not. So he and his friends, they go upstairs in the attic and kind of toy his attic, even though they're not supposed to, and they see a treasure map, and it's from the pirate One-Eyed Willie, and so they decide to go on a adventure to get that money to hopefully maybe prevent the foreclosure, while meanwhile getting in all kind of trouble on the way, including some bumbling villains who want the treasure all to themselves. Now, Theforceq recommended me this movie. Of course, out of all the 8 movies, he recommended me. So yeah, I finally watched it because I wanted to watch it because I heard so many people talk about, you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. And I heard everyone say one of my favorite movies of all time, and then I was like, at my house we had this thing called Family Movie Night, and I was going through the movies that we watched for tonight. I found The Goonies, and I circled that. I was like, we're watching The Goonies tonight. And so I watched it. I don't think that's that great of a movie, that everyone thinks. I know I'm gonna get some crap here and there for it. I don't think it's that great of a movie. See, like I said, out of all the movies Theforceq recommended me, I think Howard the Duck is my favorite personally, because I don't know, I guess more stuff happened, whatever. I'm not trying to this movie, but whatever. One major flaw in this, I know I'm gonna sound like a chump, but the pacing in this was so freaking slow. Like, it took forever to get us onto the payoff, because there's a lot of setup and a lot of other things in the first maybe third of the movie that is really unnecessary and really it kind of helped the movie out, but it's just so slow that I guess it kind of is needed. And even once you get to the adventure, there are some good scenes, action adventure sequences, but there are also some that really are kind of boring and not much of interest. And also, Anne Ramsey, Joe Pantoliano, and try to see who the other was, Robert Davi. I thought they were actually pretty bad as the villains. Like, they were good villains. They were just like, oh, you know, whatever. I think they were just there to provide a foe for the main protagonists to fend off of, that we can root for the protagonists for. And really, that was not needed. I think they could have just, maybe if they had more action set pieces and better action set pieces, they could have got by without having to use all of the using the bubbling villains who just want other treasures themselves. I really didn't care about those villains, because we're not supposed to care about the villains, but they were good villains. I was like, you know, who cares, honestly. And really, the only thing, I liked the movie, but just not as much as I thought I was going to, because when everyone praised it, I had my expectations at a really high level, but it just didn't make it all that quite yet. But the things that I liked were mainly, like I said, other than the action adventure set pieces, a few of them were really good, and the screenplay, which is written by, let me see, Chris Columbus, who, if you don't know, Chris Columbus, another, again, again, they got a lot of talent for this. Like they got a lot of brilliant directors, producers, all that stuff. And he wrote, of course, wrote the Gremlins and other movies, but he also, of course, mainly directed, of course, Home Alone movies, Mrs. Doubtfire, which is a really good movie, the Harry Potter movies, just a ton of movies. They got some real talent. Also, he directed the movie Rent, the musical Rent, which is kind of a change of pace for him, which is really good. But it's amazing how many talent they got. I'm sure they didn't realize how much talent they got, but because they would later go on to big stars. And it was directed by Richard Donner, who, once again, big talent. He directed the Lethal Weapon movies and The Toy and The Omen and Superman, which is, like I said, it's amazing how many big talent they got. But once again, I like, of course, the kid actors. Once again, Sean Astin, who would later go on to be, Frodo in Lord of the Rings. Okay, Lord of the Rings, I once watched it as a kid. I could not really understand, though. I need to rewatch it again so maybe I can understand it more, but whatever. Of course, Josh Brolin was really good in this. Jeff Cohen, who played the fat kid, I'm sure he was not, I don't know what he was in later. I'm sure he was in stuff afterwards, but I don't know. He was alright, because he was good. I mean, I'm sure he was a good actor, but he kind of annoyed me sometimes. Like, sometimes, I was just like, oh, come on, shut up. And, I have nothing against fat people. I have nothing against fat people, so don't say that. But I was like, shut up sometimes, and, yeah. And Carrie Green, who, I forgot who she played. She played Andrea, Josh Brand's girl. She was good. Martha Plimpton, who was, dang it, I keep forgetting the names. Steph, she was really good. Jonathan Kikwan, who you don't know, he was a Chinese actor who was, before this, he was in the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones movie. Indiana Jones is better, but, because he made those two movies and made maybe small other ones, but you really never heard from him again. And now he's a stunt choreographer. He made stunts for the X-Men and the One, who, so yeah. He was good. I liked all the little devices he had and stuff. And John Matuszak, rest in peace. He played the disfigured monster of Sloth in the movie. And I think it's funny because really he's not. I mean, he's an actor, but really before that he was a football player and World's Strongest Man. Man, I thought he was really good. And also, another thing I like the chemistry between the monster Sloth and Chunk. I thought they had some great chemistry. I like the most of the show. I thought Sloth could be very funny sometimes. I thought it could be very humorous sometimes. I know sometimes in the cute parts, I'm going, oh, my sister's going, well, not really that loud. She doesn't laugh like that, but she was kind of almost laughable through it. I didn't find it laughable at all. Really, I liked that chemistry. So yeah, there are some good things in it, but it didn't meet my total expectation. I mean, I like it, but not as much as I thought I was going to. I kind of like it, somewhat. No, I like it, sort of. I'm gonna give this kind of a mixed marginal 3 stars. Like, I like it, but because of its expectations, it's not really all that great of a movie. And if you want to watch this, do not buy this for like top price. If you're a newbie and haven't heard of the movie, do not buy this for top price. Buy this for maybe a couple bucks. Watch it. It'll be enjoyable, but really, it's anything special. Indiana Jones and other Spielberg movies were much better. But that's just me. I know a lot of people are gonna think, oh, you hate this movie. Shut up. No, I like the movie. I just don't think it's great like you guys are making it out to be. I can blame you guys somewhat. I'm not trying to say you guys make me not just like this movie, so I love it. But you guys hyped that up way too much. Like, it's a good movie, but of its time, because it was big back in the 80s. But I like it, but it's just to the Theforceq. Out of all the movies you recommended me, it was one of the lesser ones, but I still liked it. Don't get me wrong, I still liked it. It just could have been a lot better. That's all I'm saying. That's me. That's just me. So in the comment box, when you leave comments, try to be respectful towards each other. Yeah, right. Anyway, now to the comic box. 1, have you seen the Goonies? 2, do you like the Goonies? I'm sure a lot of people are going to say they love it. Hey, that's cool with you too. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not dissing the movie. I'm saying I liked it, but it could have been a lot better. 3, who's your favorite kid actor in the movie? I think mine probably was Jonathan. Oh, I forgot. Corey Feldman is in this. Of course, he's in License to Drive, Dream a Little Dream. He's in a lot of movies, The Lost Boys. But I haven't seen any of those movies. But he was good in here as the kind of blabbermouth punk. Anyway, who's your favorite kid actor in the movie? Mine was probably Sean Astin. It's Astin. So yeah, leave a comment or a video response down below. Oh, and also, what was your favorite? Number 4, what was your favorite film that Steven Spielberg produced? And number 5, what was your favorite movie that Steven Spielberg directed? I'm not going to even go down the list for producing because there's just so many. It'll take too long. Who's directing? Probably E.T. I mean, I don't love it, but I really like it a lot though. E.T. probably my favorite one that Steven Spielberg produced directed so far. In terms of produce. No, you know what? I do know my favorite one that he produced. I'm not going to include his directing credits because I'm going to leave that separately with the directing. But in terms of producing, I think Transformers was my favorite that he produced. I love that movie. That movie is so cool. If you love Star Wars and you haven't seen Transformers yet, I would definitely recommend watching Transformers. But I know some people don't like it, but I really liked it a whole lot. I loved it. Well, I guess that's it then. See you guys later. Bye.